boo. Ma'am, you've been struggling. You've been struggling, sis. You've been struggling.
And not even a kind of struggle, not even on a bad day. Like, yo, this has been a real life struggle.
It's been a struggle. Wow. It's been a struggle.
Like, girl, cut it out.
Yes. But yeah, I agree with everything that you said. I think this was really the one time that Fatima really got to see the Zach that Karen is very familiar with. You know, just the way that he responds. And to me, Zach is he's immature. I don't subscribe to the Zach has changed motto. I think we can kind of agree on that. The only thing I think that's changed about Zach is his bank account.
And his address.
And the address. And that he has a car. He's no longer on his 10 speed.
I mean, but that shifted before, you know, because Fatima had ordered the F-150. So right. True.
Okay,
Zachary. But no, it was I'm trying to be a good man for me.
Oh,
sir.
Oh my God.
How? By coming up into this restaurant and behaving like a buffoon?
I was so angry. I was so upset. I want you know how sometimes you want to go through the TV screen. I can't take Zach's whiny voice. I'm trying to be a good man. When were you? When? And I think that it's the fans too, and I know you get it as well, just like I do in my comments.
Oh.
And it's like, oh no, Zach was really trying to be good, and I'm like, no, he was not. No, he was not. He went on a whole quest in Atlanta to find Karen, and it's like, why? Deal with your stuff at home, sir. You interrupted this woman's dinner. We know she ain't had a good meal in a while. You interrupted her dinner, and for what? Because you such a good man? No. No, he can miss me with that.
Your priority was not being a good man and running up to that damn salon and checking Pam. Your priority wasn't trying to be a good man and jumping in Karen's face. I don't even know if he fully believes that she did it with the photo. But
I agree with that.
Like, okay, let's say that you do believe that and she did do it. What of how you responded was supposed to speak to the good man in you?
Yeah. Nothing was good about it. Like, just nothing.
It escalated so quickly, and you put your hands on her, Zachary. Like,
that part.
Put your hands on her.
That part. And then
as a freaking get out of jail free card to open up a can of whoop ass on Aaron after he stands and comes to her defense as he should. Yes. And I dropped I did my breakdown video. It's supposed to be exporting right now, but we're going to see because my computer's acting crazy. I dropped a tidbit for everybody who said that Aaron should mind his business. But
let's talk about that, please.
You're dumb. If you think that, I do think that you're dumb. I be tiptoeing around, like calling a thing with some people in their comments. But when something is dumb, it's dumb. And the people who are out here caping talking about Aaron should have sat there and ate his food. If you are with a man who is going to sit across from you while another man yokes you up in a restaurant and or in private, then you need to leave that man and you need to run to the nearest therapist, okay?
ASAP. Yeah. I've got that too. I got that a lot in my comments that Aaron should have sat there. He shouldn't have said anything. All Karen had to do was just answer his question. I said, excuse me?
But she did.
Think
she
by
said,
Karen stating, I don't know what you're talking about.
She said
right?
all of these things, and none of them satiated him.
None of it. Yeah. I was like, no, she answered the question.
I set you up because I don't like that hoe. Zach wasn't hearing it. If she didn't say those words, it was not going to be received by Zachary. So what y'all not going to do is continue on this Karen villain brigade.
Oh gosh, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm so glad I found you because I'm like, we know it's fictitious, but I'm like, that is one character. It doesn't matter what she does. She's always the guilty party. I'm like, how is Karen guilty when she was having dinner? She wasn't bothering Zach, and I'm like, we've had that motto of Karen needs to leave Zach alone. Karen needs to move on. And the moment that she starts to demonstrate those things, oh no, she set him up. Oh no, she still wants him. And it's like, so Zach can move on, but she can't. Zach can have a relationship, but Karen really don't want Aaron. I've just never, I don't think I've ever seen in all the TV I've watched a character that's hated so much by the fandom. That is a main character.
I've seen it.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
All American. When you if you look at Olivia Baker, is who Fatima would be, and like the way that people would come for me when I empathize with this girl who has tried to kill herself. Like, this girl has tried to do so much.
Layla been through a lot. Yeah. The
comments that I have on video, it still baffles my mind, the stuff that people have said. It's literally All American and Sistas that I get the same toxic stand-up energy with. Everything else that I break down, people can disagree with me respectfully and keep pushing. But with those two, it's like, you must die, Erica.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I started posting stuff on TikTok, which I kind of fell back a little bit, but I'm coming back. I'm going to do what I need to do to grow my brand and channel and stop and not play head to some of these people. Child, I posted responses to Karen when she was like, I'll sign over, whatever, at the end of that episode. And I was like, thank you. I was just doing reactions. Girl, I have so many comments of people saying stuff like, oh, we know who you are since you like Karen. You sympathize with Karen, so I sympathize with whoever will impregnate you.
Crazy. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they mad disrespectful. They mad disrespectful in them comments. And I felt like you. I listened to your video. You was like, I'm on Demon Time. Anybody can get it. And I was like, you know what, Erica? I'm with you because I respect everyone's opinion. And I'm very nice in my comments. But, they've been getting it on my channel. I'm like, all that nice, but no, she gone.
And honestly, I've been giving myself grace and not feeling bad about it. Somebody posted a comment the other day, we just told you we didn't like this and we get cussed out. You damn right, because it's the way that you said it. And you ain't coming to me thinking about my mental health when you say some goofy stuff to me.
Yes.
For so long, or at least in restarting my channel and growing in popularity so quickly, and the audience growing, I felt so. It took me a while, to even get comfortable with blocking people. I was 7 months in, and I can't block them because that's not right.
Yeah.
And they gotta be able to help. No, they don't.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a big believer in self-awareness and doing the work. I do shadow work, and it's for me to be able to truly honor myself and say that I love myself, I also have to honor the things that are not necessarily perfect and pretty.
Yeah.
So when I want to cuss your ass out, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself grace to do that. It might not be the best thing. I'm a Cancer. If you take it low, I'm going to hell. And I typically mitigate that. But for the last week, I have been letting little peeks and sneaks and stuff of it out, and I'm not really even mad about it because sometimes people need to get what they give. I still got a great relationship with the Lord, and y'all will be all right.
Thanks.
You will be all right, and you will stop the foolishness, or you will get dealt with, and that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
I agree with you, and I've seen both. Majority, there's some people who visit my channel who are down hard Zatima fans, but we can agree to disagree respectfully. And then you have those that, I'm team Zach. And everybody who listens to me know I don't rock with Zach like that. Now I would take up for him when he's right, but I've never liked Zach from season 1, episode 1. That's just that. But he got down on his knees and told Karen, well, you know where I come from. You know where I said, he one of them. I said, okay, he one of them. So my whole, but when he's right, I give him his props, but I'm just like, it's okay if you disagree with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. But you have some people who take it a little too far. They take a little too far, but I've been on that Demon Time. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But like you said, giving yourself grace, because this one guy, he was new to my channel, and he commented the other day, and he was like, oh, these reviewers want you to comment, but if you say something about Karen, it's a problem. And I said, well, you must be new here because everyone's opinion on my channel is welcome. I said, but think about what you just said. The only character you mentioned was Karen. I said, because 97% of the fandom on social media drags that character like no other. I said, you have a few reviewers who will rock with Karen, a very few.
You try not coming to Erica Bay TV and pushing Karen out. You're not doing it.
Right. I'm like, tell me what you want. Karen lover, I'll be that. Karen supporter, I'll be that. I just, from the very beginning, she was the one character that I really, I connected to. I connected to Karen. And then I'm like, you know, I think because the way the show is written and people wanted her to move on so fast, I'm like, her and Zach just really broke up 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the way that Tyler writes this show. And I'm like, you know, I'm just on demon time. I don't care no more. I don't care. The dude was like, well, it seems like you have an attitude. I said, I don't have an attitude. I'm just letting you know you can comment and I reserve the right to respond however I choose to. But you're more than welcome to stay.
I responded to somebody last week or this week maybe, and I was like, y'all want to police my commentary and then you want to comment and then you want to police my response to your comment. You don't get to do that. Because at any given point, y'all can move y'all asses along. Nobody asked you to stop here.
No.
You didn't have to click my video.
You didn't.
And for me, it's
you
really
didn't.
about, oh shoot, let me take this really quick.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Keep sharing. Okay, share some of your points that you made in your video on Shout Your Channel. I'll be right back.
Okay. What did I talk about in my review? Is there anybody here? Oh, hey, Vaughn. Good to see you on here. I was trying to see if I recognize anybody else's name on the live. I don't think I can see it. How did y'all feel about last night's episode? Did you like it? Didn't like it? Enjoyed it? Didn't enjoy it? So if you're just coming on to the live, Erica had to take a phone call for a quick second. My name is Hustle Queen Lee. For those who listen to my reviews on YouTube, I was just asking the question, did you enjoy last night's episode or not? Or what did you think about it? So what did y'all think about the Fatima and Zach? Okay, this is a dream. You and Erica together. This is great. Oh, that's so sweet. You thought it was okay? Me too. Me too. It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. It was okay. It was the roller coaster emotions for me. I liked the episode, Aaron handling Zach. Baby, I was so happy. I was so happy because normally, you know, I don't know, Tyler be writing, it seemed like Zach be trying to punk Aaron and say little slick stuff to him all the time. But I was glad that Aaron got with him. Even though they fought before, I think this was more of an even match. So I was glad to see that myself. Also, I was glad Karen told Andy how she felt. Oh my God. The only thing that would have made that scene better is if Karen would have opened the door and let Andy walk her ass right on that. I love that scene. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
And then Andy trying to get with Aaron after. I was just like,
oh,
get your ass out of here. Like,
I'm like, don't you talk to my baby like that. I was like, don't you talk to my baby like that. He didn't do nothing to you. He didn't do nothing to you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so the craziest part is, and this is another thing that drives me crazy when it comes to people coming to your channel and you growing and like people coming along later.
Yeah.
Because who are like, oh, you're biased towards Karen. But my video, like, I love Zach to start with.
Okay.
But I love Zach because I dated a Zach. And because I went through a lot of what Karen is going through and has gone through.
Yeah.
And I just really saw my journey, and then that person is no longer here anymore. So like I got to a place with my healing journey with my Zach where I understood his boy journey. Like, I understood that he gave me everything that he could in the time that he could, and it just wasn't enough. And like, certain things just didn't line up. And I understand, like, we were two people on very different journeys trying to make this thing fit that didn't actually fit. Like, I really understood so much. So I spoke from the beginning from a place of like, well, y'all, Zach did this, and this, but, you know, his heart, and this, and this. So it's like, to hear people tell me now, like, you're so biased against Karen, it's like, I have made every possible excuse. I have given every bit of empathy that you could possibly give to the Zach character because I lived it. At this point in time, when he's so-called walking into his new life and walking into this better version of himself, now is where you can't keep relying on the grace and the empathy from, I went to jail, I tried my best, I did this and this. Everything that you said was a problem has now not been a problem for you, has been alleviated for you by the damn universe. And you're still moving. So now we gotta call it a thing. Before you was mad that you wasn't making enough money. Now you got money. Before you was mad you didn't have no car. Now you got a car. Like, before you was mad you look how you want to look. Now you look how you look. Everything that was a problem, everything that was contributing to you being your lower self is gone. So now what?
That's a great point.
But that's a great thing that people don't actually want to talk about. No,
it's the biases. I get that as well. You know, you're biased. And I said, you know, it's interesting that when I was calling Karen out, you didn't have a problem with it. But the moment I'm championing her, and I even championed her when she was in her mess, you know, her little messy state, her messy bag. Now I'm biased. Now I only see things one way. And I hate the fact that if you say anything remotely, I'm going to say calling Fatima out or calling Zach out, oh, you a hater. I'm like, I'm a hater because I'm telling the truth. I'll be that, I guess. I'll be the hater, but I do like what you said about and one thing I do like about Sistas is that I think just as women, you could kind of see yourself and maybe in some of the characters, or you can relate to some of their experiences. So it does create great conversation. And just like, oh, I remember, I would say I dated a semi-Zach, but I was 19. You know what I'm saying? I was 19 years old. So we didn't get the opportunity to grow in our relationship like that because it ended maybe after a year. But that's what he was. He didn't have the funds. He didn't have certain things. His family life was jacked up. Like, his mama put him out when he was 18 years old, got him a hotel room for a week, and was like, after this, you got to take care of yourself. Do whatever you do. Yeah. So it was really bad. So I understood his struggle, and we were young, and it didn't work. But same with you in some instances, I do have a sympathy and a compassion for Zach. But it's like, at some point, he has to take responsibility for the things that he's allowing now in his relationship with Fatima, because you can't blame Karen. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame Karen. And I think even the fact that, I think the way that Tyler wrote it, it was almost just pitting these women against each other. Oh, Karen always talked down to him. Oh, Fatima esteems him. Fatima speaks life into him. And I have people say that to me all the time. And I said, when was the last time Fatima spoke a positive word? When was the last time we had an affirmation? It made me think that both of these people tried to present their best representative. But as you stated in the beginning, now the real them is coming out. And it's like, how are you going to deal with this now that that representation of you is gone? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I like that you said that.
I think it's interesting because I've, of course, seen that as well, of like, well, Karen was the problem because she talked to him like a dog. Well, Fatima laid hands. So which one y'all prefer?
Hey, you prefer mouth or mush?
If we commenting,
please comment. You prefer mouth or mush? Which one? Mouth or mush? I mean, you know.
They have these like warped ass perspectives about like, oh, Karen was just like the pits of hell, the devil incarnate, And it's like, she was a woman who was hurt. And I
Yes.
identify a lot with her. Again, I'm not in that place now. I've said from very early on that I felt like, now, I don't know if I would stand on this statement now, but I have said that I felt like Karen and Fatima are the same woman at different times.
I agree with that.
Fatima is only where Fatima is because she was Karen in her end relationship.
Yes.
And this whole Zach thing is going to be the relationship that helped shape Karen to never go back to this place, but she has to go through it. She had to do all of the things that she did, toxic or not, to get to that place. And I'm only saying that from experience. My Zach put me through hell, and I was laying his ass out. I was calling everything because in the moment, you're like feeling powerless. This person is like cheating on you, taking advantage of you, all of these things, and you love them so much and you just want them to stop. You want all of the great moments to stay great moments, and you don't want to have the low. So when you're in it and you feel out of control and you feel all of these things negatively coming from this person, sometime a few bitches is gonna come out, because guess what else are you supposed to do? I feel like it's been a very huge dehumanizing campaign for Karen, and how people are so strong and like, yeah, she talked to him like a dog. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm from Northeast Baltimore City. Every nigga got custody. Like, everybody's one of them. So like, what are we, not to say that it's right or it's okay, but it happens. It's not the worst thing in the world, and it's definitely not the worst thing that he ever experienced.
No.
And I didn't like how he grabbed onto that and tacked it onto his mommy issues, and now it made Karen the worst thing in the world. And it's like, but do she not get a human reaction?
Right.
Because also some of the girls that I grew up with, they not cussing you out because they knocking you out.
Right. Okay.
Like, which one is it gonna be? And all of it could have been alleviated had you not cheated on me.
Okay. Let's talk that. Yeah.
Going, girl. So let me like pause and like, if you wanted to add anything onto there, because I will start ranting in a second.
I mean, I can't tell you how sick I am of people breaking that up. She talked to him like a dog. And so I'm like, now one thing I do know, I know Sistas quite well. And I'm like, well, from my understanding, from my remembrance, Zach has called Karen out of her name several times. At the hotel, when he broke in, he called her a effing bitch. Excuse my language, but that's what he called her. I'm like, how many times have he called her that? You threw the keys in her face. Oh no, he was trying to hit the wall. Really? Karen, the smallest thing on set. No, he meant to hit her with them darn keys. And I'm like, and even the grabbing, I was so disgusted by the comments that I was reading, how so many women were justifying that. Going back to, all she had to do, somebody commented on my channel today and said, all Karen had to do was say, no, Zach, I don't know who took the picture, but I am really sorry that you're angry. How about we step outside and talk? I said, the hell? Have you lost your mind? So she, yeah. So she's supposed to cater to Zach's feelings. She's supposed to make him feel okay. I said, you got life messed
up. And when was she going to do that? Before, when she said, what are you talking? He's already saying something else. She's saying no, and he's already saying, when was he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think people realize how disgusting they sound. And
true.
It really makes me like, I take time each week, and this is the thing that makes me like, okay, girl, you got to figure out when your threshold's going to be, because maybe you need to go ahead. Okay, shout out to Wednesday Talk. Wednesday Talk just gave you a subscribe. I am streaming this over to YouTube.
Okay.
And it's like 79 people watch it from there. It's like, damn, I lost my train of thought.
You were saying you don't think people realize how disgusting they sound.
Yeah, it's like, I take time after like creating my sister's content each week, and I like pray for a lot of the women who come into my DMs and comments and say goofy stuff, because it's like, if you really believe this, like, I could only imagine what your life looked like. I could only imagine the hell that you're going through. If you on the internet validating all this type of bullshit, you are literally like okay with a man doing this to another one. So you okay? Oh, okay. okay, cool.
Yeah.
But then no, let me go ahead and say a prayer real quick. And yes, I do cut some of y'all out in the comment section, and then I go and pray for you and me.
Yeah.
Working for me right now. It's fine.
You know, hey, prayer changes and prayer works. Prayer can reach where we can't.
Okay.
So sometimes we got to pray for it.
And I look sometimes at comments, and I'm like really disgusted because it's just, and people don't, and you gotta have grace, or like I tell myself, you gotta have a bit of grace and empathy because we have been brought up in this patriarchal society. So many people don't realize that they are like brainwashed and committed to keeping up these ideals, and this misogynoir is real. I am so tired of being confronted with it, but like y'all asses are like living in and perpetuating it, so I can only imagine the hells that y'all are living in. So I guess
I guess too. I have just come to the conclusion, and there are some people who come and they want you to, it's like they want you to respond. They're trying to provoke you to say something. So when I see those, I just say, you have a blessed one. You don't even get no nothing from me. You have a blessed one, and all that means for you, because I'm not going to even dignify. Like one lady wrote me a whole dissertation, and then at the last line had the audacity to say, you do understand these characters are fake. And I said, well, obviously you don't, because you just wrote a whole dissertation in these comments over these fake characters. I'm like, so it has like, I've only like, I used to review the television show Star, and I was like, okay, these were like younger people who were saying some stuff. These are like older women who are saying some crazy things, and it goes back to what you said. Like, I try to joke about it and have fun, but at the end of the day, it's like, if this person really thinks like this is sad. Mm-hmm. This is sad. I had someone today to try to bring up religion concerning Aaron. You know, Aaron is a pastor, and he ran at the first, he said he would be with his wife for better or for worse, and at the first sign of worse, he leaves. I said, well, let's stop there. I said, because number one, I said, I'm not going to go into detail about my background, but church, if I don't know nothing else, I know church. And I said, there are so many saved, unhappy married couples in church because they're taught divorce is bad. So they stay in these marriages and they're unhappy, and it's loveless. I said, and Aaron, and I think the thing for me, I ain't gonna lie, I love me some Aaron. I love me some Aaron Carter, and I'm like, I would take up for him all the time. And I'm like, I think it's interesting because this man has dealt with a lot, and he's one character that people really show no compassion to. None. The fact that none at all.
I wasn't sold on Aaron. But I was also speaking from, in the beginning, I wasn't sold on Aaron because I feel like I was speaking from a place that's still unhealed in me of like, you a little too good of you. And I know that. But now I'm like 100% on board through conversations and creating content and seeing how he is consistently showing up. I'm like, no, it is what it is, and I'm going to take it. And now, in my video that's going to go up later, I literally say, I don't give a damn what comes in Aaron's story moving forward. I'm going to stick beside him. Because for me, Aaron has become a character that, not even just a character, he's become an example of a Black man that I wish we had more of. And it breaks my heart every single time somebody posts a comment or DMs me, Aaron is too soft. No, he's not. Actually.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
For me, the representation that he provides is like a Black man being able to love a Black woman through all her We never see that. We never see that. I truthfully believe that he is like the first character to not come with a whole bunch of it. Well, he does have like the alcohol problem here and there.
Yeah.
But like, for the most part, very little baggage. And he just riding with her. He decided, and he's just riding with her. That is our narrative. And
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, not that we should do it all the time the way that we do it, but we damn sure deserve it the way that we dish it out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's one of the things that, and I think if people were to be honest, I think that's one of the things that they wish Zach had a characteristic of. I think sometimes, like I saw someone today, and the lady was like, Zach fought Aaron because of Karen, because he was mad at Karen. And somebody was like, well, what show you watching? Zach don't want nothing to do with Karen. I say people are they're so quick to deny the fact that Zach loves Karen. He may not be in love with her. I don't know. Sometimes I question that too. But he definitely has a love for her. And I'm like, why are we so against embracing that truth? It is a fact. It is a fact. But also, same thing as you said with Aaron, he has chosen to stay. And there were times I had to quit. I was like, Aaron, baby, you better than me. Because there was some times I would have chucked them deuces on Karen. But I love your point, because as women, we do take on that burden of, I'm going to rock with him. I'm going to stay with him. I know he down right now, but I got his back. And it's very rare that we actually see a black man on television reciprocate that. And so when I see Aaron, I love the fact that he stands on his word. We don't see him slip. He ain't perfect. You know, he's definitely got his own issues, but I do love the makeup of who he is.
Yeah.
So,
and to speak to your point from earlier, when you were like, Zach is reaping the karma of what happened in the relationship with Karen, then I think that Aaron is Karen's karma, which also just makes it so much sweeter for me, because it's like all of that wasn't for naught. Like, it didn't work out with that relationship, but that doesn't make you any less worthy, girl. And here you go. And I sop it up like a damn biscuit.
Dude, licking my fingers too. Aaron is it for me, like, because I have so many friends that are like Aaron. So when I hear women like that, I have some now.
Are they tall?
Well, I ain't around them. They in Tallahassee, Florida. But a lot of them I met them like just through networking, and they are great men. They're not like quote unquote hard, but they are black men who will protect their black woman. They are black men who are educated. They are black men who speak their truth, but they may not fit the quote unquote standard of what people may be, I guess, initially attracted to. But it's like when you get to know them, it's like, but they will feed your soul. They will make you feel like you're the most beautiful thing. I can't rock with them because they got some stuff I can't rock with, but they are great men. You know what I'm saying? They're great men. And so when I looked at Aaron, I always thought about like, he has a drug or the alcohol problem, and you know, he had whatever his life was before his life changed. And I'm like, I can respect the fact that he is one of those men that doesn't constantly bring up his past, and he doesn't allow his past to dictate his future. Like, to me, he represents change. Yeah. He represents what people say Zach has experienced, but we're still seeing the same Zach in some instances that we saw in season 1.
Mm-hmm. That is so very true. And to go back with the whole, well, is Zach fighting Aaron because he wants Karen, or is he fighting Aaron because of what he said of, oh, Aaron just talks too much out his mouth? That is a lie, a complete and utter lie.
Oh, it was a straight lie.
Unpack while making my video, I really believe that Zach don't like Aaron because he has created in his mind the conversation that Aaron is the best man that he could not be.
That is, Aaron, I agree with that 100%.
That he had once held and is doing all of the things that he couldn't fathom, couldn't seem to put 2 and 2 together and make happen. So now he's sitting at a place of feeling like a lesser man. And instead of unpacking that, instead of communicating that to his current relationship, which I think that people will give him the space and grace to do so, he is acting out in this way. And it's disgusting. Yeah. And it's wild because Zach could actually benefit from befriending a man like Aaron.
Absolutely.
So stuck on stupid and stuck in his own ego that he's going to fight this man to the death. And even if you beat him up, that still don't make, like, it's not osmosis, Zach. Every punch ain't going to suck out all his goodness and bring it into your body. You still got to do the work. What are we doing?
Yes, true.
So that's
I definitely believe that.
With it. I think that Zach really believes that Aaron is a much better man than him and is eating his ass up inside. And I think that what we're seeing with Karen on her journey and like being able to let go, not only is she letting go of Zach, but I think she's also releasing the initial thoughts that she had of like, well, what makes Fatima special? As if something happened with her. And now she's like, oh no, actually I'm good. And that is what's helping her to be able to stand and calm and be like, okay, yeah, no, I don't need any of this.
Absolutely.
My opinion.
That's how I feel. That's real, because I think sometimes, and you know, and not that every woman has been through this, but you see your old work or your old dude or whatever, and he's with somebody else, and you wondering like, how was he able to make it work with her? What was it that I didn't possess that made him want to stay or to make our relationship work? But I see him over here and look like he's flourishing. Now on the outside, and it could be necessary, it could be true, but then it also could be a sense of on the outside it looks good because it's fresh. And I think with Karen, when she was seeing Zach and Fatima, it was fresh. Oh, everything is good when it's fresh. Everything is good when it's in the honeymoon stage. But the fact when Karen told Fatima, enjoy the struggle, sis, I think to me, that was in that moment that Karen realized you dealing with the same stuff that I was dealing with. Ain't no different. And I was so happy she said that. There's no
struggle. Like, she's so shady and petty. And I was like,
please.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
And I really do believe that she wished her well in this struggle. I really believe that.
She need them well wishes. From what I can see.
It was seeing the damn desk for me, and then that little bonsai tree. It's like not
the bonsai tree
on playbook. Like you want.
When I saw that bonsai tree,
exact same stuff everywhere. How, sir?
Yeah. When I saw that bonsai tree, I said, wait a minute. That thing, I said, oh my God, because remember when Zach and Aaron fought and they destroyed her bonsai tree, Zach bought her a new one. I'm like, so you know where to get them from. Mm-hmm. So you went there and got you to put it in your new house with this quote. It just made me feel like, wow, even though you built this house, was Karen on your mind when you built this? Is this the person that you actually wanted to share the house with? And also, speaking of this house, is it just one bedroom in this house?
Girl, the way that Tyler Perry let them build that damn set, I'm like so frustrated. Because all this space, y'all got this open-ass studio apartment looking thing upstairs when y'all could have had rooms.
Yeah, a whole room.
Okay, cool. Yes, child. They got the one little bedroom.
I said, Lord, okay, that was something. That was something.
I think it's interesting in like as we were talking about Zach and like the house that he built and like the life that he was creating for himself, and also to your point of like everything is good when it's fresh. It almost looks like Zach thought that he would be able to skip out of all of the work and the grit of things if he literally took all of what he liked about his life before and just plopped Fatima in, because still getting to know each other. He don't know what the ticks are. He don't know he don't know any of those things, so he's avoiding all of that. So it's like you're walking away from all of the work that you would have had to do in the relationship with Karen, taking all of the good things that you knew and just going to apply it here and think that you're getting around it. And no, surprise.
No. You played yourself. You played yourself mightily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with that. Now,
for me, I'm wondering, where does Fatima go next? Because she's threatened at this point to leave twice.
Yeah.
Even though the timeline between the team of the show and Sistas is real funky.
Real funky.
She's threatened to leave twice. At what point do you actually know your worth and go? Because I'm having a conflict with Fatima in that I think that we were presented a character in one way, and now she's completely become something different. And not only do I feel like the character changes and development is not tracking, she's going through a regression, but she's saying certain things and then doing others, which is starting to make me not be able to trust her as a character.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I was never a Fatima writer. I liked Fatima, but I kind of had a different perspective on her character. When they had their girls' night and Fatima joined them for dinner, I think the one thing I said, okay, she's had sex with Hayden. I'll never understand that. Two, the fact that her and Danny actually messed with the same person. Ooh. And the fact that Danny and Fatima, they found out they was messing with, if you look at that episode when they was at dinner, they found out that they indeed messed with the same guy.
Wow.
He was a crackhead. and stole Fatima's stuff, but Fatima kept messing with him because his penis was good. And I said, oh, I learned a lot about Fatima on that episode.
Paying attention to her like that.
Sis, you got to go back.
Like, okay, cute. You coming in, you bringing maturity and sense, and these girls ain't got no sense. Okay, I know where to put you. And I really wasn't. Yeah. I don't remember nothing about no crackheads stealing the TV.
Oh yeah, sis, you got to go watch that with them. When they went to dinner, and because then it was like, please don't say his last name is blah blah blah, and that's how they found out they had indeed messed with the same guy. And I was like, okay, so it made me think that Fatima was governed by sex. That's why when she got with Zach, I never in a million years thought Fatima would ever be serious about Zach. I always thought it was a sex thing initially. Because I think for me, that's how Tyler kind of drew people in, because he made the sex scenes look so amazing. Mm-hmm. So it was like, and then Fatima would say certain things, like, as long as you giving me what I need, you good. Mm-hmm. Because she would never tell him what we are. It was like, just giving me what, you just keep giving me what I need. And it was like, well, damn, you just using him for sex. What is it? So I always put her in the category with the rest of the women. I never looked at her as if she was like different. I always said, Fatima ain't no different than any other woman on the show. That was my whole perspective. And then when because I think that Tyler, there was something you said in the beginning, but it was like Tyler didn't write Fatima to experience certain situations, so we never knew how she would respond in them. So I don't think her character has changed. I think she's always been this person. It's just now it's being revealed, going back to her representative is no longer there. But I think I think this has always been, but then again, she's been hurt, the whole Ian thing, the abortion that we found out.
I definitely get what you're saying with that. I think what I feel in reference to her changing is like, Zach was so disposable, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. She was so well put together and like in control, and now all of a sudden she's not. But we didn't really get to see a clear progression of like how that would break down. Like, her and Zach have been telling each other they love each other, but aside from like them looking great, like I haven't gotten the feeling of like in love. And whether y'all want to agree or not,
I agree with that.
What y'all not going to do is play in nobody's face about Karen and Zach gave me that. And their reconciliation moment,
yeah.
I get it. And Fatima and Zach look amazing together. Don't get me wrong. And I've been rooting for them pretty early on. Like when they first got together, I was like, okay, she's a placeholder. It's gonna be whatever. But then I was like, all right, no, let's give this a chance, because that was actually trying to be better and all of that. I'm like, all right, cool. So this is gonna be the theme. But I still have yet to get the moment of like seeing them actually fall in love with who they know each other to be versus this ideal, right? Like I feel like Zach is very much so in love with the idea of Fatima. And what part of his conflict that he's having right now with her is that he's seeing somebody that he didn't realize was there when it comes to her, and he's grappling with that. And I also think that Fatima fell in love with the idea of Zach and didn't realize all that he came with. And I just haven't. So that's what I think in reference to like her character has changed. It's like, girl, I haven't even seen the whole falling in love arc to really be able to understand and validate this switch like this. Like, why are we here? There was a time where Zach had you messed up and you had a man in your house that night, and then you told Zach to take his ass on right in front of him. And then had that man thinking he was gonna get something, and you like, no, there's a door for your ass too. Like, where's that girl
at? Okay.
You know?
Okay. I do. I think Tyler, like, because there was a scene. Now somebody mentioned in the comments, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of looked at Fatima sideways ever since she did this. When she bought Gary up the Andy house for $500, I was like, excuse me, ma'am, you need. And then, because for me, Tyler always made her character sketchy for me, because it was like, you did this because you said you needed money, but you really don't need money. So why did you bring Gary up to the apartment? And then after her and Zach got together, she kept making references how every time she thought about Zach having sex with Karen, it infuriated her. Like, it was one scene where her and Zach just had sex, and then she brought up Karen. So I think that, and I know, and for me, I feel like there is an insecurity there when it comes to that. But also I blame Zach too, in a sense, because I don't think he's made Fatima feel secure, even though they're
blame. And like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, Zach created this scapegoat, and because Fatima might have trust issues and could be pulling some baggage from her past, but you slept with Karen while y'all was getting serious.
Yeah. I mean,
and then what else has happened after? Like, can you blame the girl?
No. I mean, he slid out of her in the morning and slid into Karen in the afternoon, the same day. And then he lied about it. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we weren't expecting. She just started kissing me. Sir, no. You kissed her. Karen even begged you, Zach, don't do it. Zach, stop. And you kissed her anyway because you know she was weak for your kind. I'm just like, I like Fatima. Like, I do like the character Fatima. It's just that, to me, the way Tyler has written this woman is like, she was also like, she was well put together. She don't take no stuff. And then she's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo too. So I saw all through that. I'm like, no, see, you can be strong. And I think we're strong women, but I think there was such a, Fatima just makes me think like she's still broken. Like, there's a part of her that's still broken. And sadly, she got with a man who was broken as well. And not only broken, he was broken, but still in love with an ex. And I really don't think that Zach has really gotten over that the way to be the man that she actually needs right now.
Yeah.
Like, their engagement, to me, I felt it was rushed and it was disingenuous. Like, it wasn't deserved. It wasn't like, even the whole way it happened, I just can't see them being engaged. And she keeps taking that ring off.
Yeah, I arrived at a point today where it's like, Zach, you are not on Fatima's level, so you either going to level up or you're going to leave her ass alone. That's
Pretty
it. Those
much.
are the two options. Because he's doing more damage than he is doing good. And it's wild to me because I get y'all shipping people, but at what point do you like the people enough to want better for them?
True.
Team to stay together because they look great. Meanwhile, her mental health is suffering, and now she's losing it and spiraling. Is that what we want? It ain't what
Sadly, that ain't what I want either. I don't care how great we may look aesthetically. If we're damaging each other, then we just not gonna be together. And then these people are 36. You're closer to 40 than 30. You ain't got time to be playing.
Yeah.
What we doing?
That's the tea right there. Because also, like, I was in my Karen era and was dating a Zach in my 20s. Like, y'all are 30.
Exactly.
What are we
doing? I can't do that. Oh, no. No. My Zach was at 19. I never had another one.
Huh?
No, I said my Zach was at 19. I never had another one.
Yeah, me either.
I may have had some Zachs, but they weren't serious. They did their job, and that was it.
I had my one. Yeah, I only had the one Zach because even the dude after him that was like was supposed to help me get over him was also like no, but I also took a lot less. Like my patience was a lot less.
Oh yeah. I get that.
I'm looking at some of these comments on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Zaire said, so we just gonna blame Zach. Miss me with all of that. Y'all biased.
He said, what they said?
So we just gonna blame Zach. Miss me with all that. Y'all biased.
What was
the
name? What was the name?
Brown.
Oh, they comment on my channel. That's a Zach supporter from head to toe.
The crazy thing is, it's like, and I was on live for 4 hours yesterday to talk about All American. And I read two people for filth because the thing about blame, it's really just accountability. And the way that y'all run from that word, from that action is beyond me. Zaire, Zach ain't gonna die if he holds himself accountable for running around acting crazy. Zach ain't gonna die if he self-reflects and realizes that he has a bunch of unbridled anger that he needs to unpack and deal with. Zach ain't gonna die when he goes to give this apology to Karen because she did not actually do what he did. While y'all are running around here not wanting somebody to be blamed, let's want people to be able to be accountable and stand 10 toes down in it, because guess what? When you are accountable, you are also bettering yourself. People look at it like they don't want to give apologies. They don't want the other person to win. thinking that makes you lose in any way. Zach is a better man when he's accountable.
Absolutely.
The way that y'all have him, the way that y'all want him, makes him weak and whack. Enjoy that. Moving on. But Fatima don't need to mind her business, but Aaron does. When Tay Talk says that, okay, wait, I'm confused. You gotta clarify for me. Aggressively grabbing the arm of a pregnant woman, shoving her down, saying she ain't going nowhere, especially while she's carrying his damn baby, is trying to be a good man. Hell to the law. Points were made.
Period. Period. For whoever said that, you are absolutely correct.
DNC greatness. Shout out to DNC greatness. Chicago Town Girl 33 says, I'm trying to figure out why there are people in the comments talking about y'all are biased and y'all can miss them as if they couldn't have missed the live to begin with.
I mean, hey Jackie, that's Jackie. She reviews Sistas as well.
Hi Jackie. I don't. My thing isn't updating. I only see Baby Sister. Is that Jackie Baby Sister 65?
No, those two different names. Those are two different ones. Shy, I think it's Shy Girl.
Oh, okay.
She reviewed. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, but she goes in. She reads them for filth. Bold and in all caps. She don't hold nothing back.
I love it. If you guys are interested in jumping on and chatting with us, or you have any questions, drop them into either the YouTube chat, or if you want to come on, you can request me over on IG. Also in the YouTube chat, I have the pinned comment link to Hustle Queen Lee's page so that you guys can go and check out her dope breakdowns. Again, thank you so much for joining me on this evening.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a great point. I kind of want to jump off from here. DNC Grady says the only bias on the show is towards Karen, the dark-skinned females, and most women in general 99% of the time on the show. Let's not start with talk about the bias when it comes to this tired-ass show. I was really in a place of trying to avoid the colorism conversation. But I feel like with the commentary that keeps coming up and with the persistent villainization of Karen, I feel like it's like there's no way around it. How do you feel colorism is playing out in whether in the show or just surrounding the show within the audience?
I agree with it.
But I guess.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen a lot of theories. I've seen a lot of people to say that. I'm gonna be mad because I told you I rocks with Aaron. That's my baby, and I don't want him hurt. I don't want Fatima to hurt either.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I don't want. I hope that doesn't happen. I do hope that doesn't happen.
I'm sorry, y'all. YouTube did just freeze. I'm very, very sorry. I told y'all my internet is being weird, so it's gonna freeze sometime.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for the YouTube people who are just now getting a live back up. We were at 100 people. Okay, they're coming back. Anyway, Wednesday Talk, welcome up, honey. How are you?
I've never been on a YouTube, Instagram live.
Well, welcome. I'm glad I get to be
here.
Hey y'all. Oh, I'm loving Hustle. Well, Erica, you already know I love your perspective, but Hustle, I'm loving your perspective. I definitely went over there and subscribed.
Thank you.
Yes,
it is crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy how, like you said, how many, it's older women too. And it's like, those are the same women that they sons beat up their girlfriends and stuff like that, and then well, you shouldn't have did this, and you shouldn't have did that, you should have just let him leave, or you should have. Those the same women, but when somebody get a hold of their daughter, then they got a problem. I said, wow, like Zach, like you was really like, even if she did do it, what you gonna do? Like what was you gonna do? Beat her up? And then to that comment, I said that comment because when y'all was talking about people saying that Aaron should have minded his business, this show you how much real men that our community has seen. Because I wish I would be with a guy and some guy and my ex or whoever come up and get that close to me, and he ain't stuffing a mud hole in that ass, okay?
You better say it.
If that happens, me and my ex is about to beat this punk up, okay? And then I'm about to get the crew on the ex. Like, who are you talking to? Like,
I love
that's not happening. That's not happening. Like, what do you mean he should have sat there and ate?
Yes. Yes.
Zach is literally joking her up. So, like, I couldn't even imagine this with my homegirls. Like, but also, like, y'all gotta understand it. I think some people pick it up from my content. I will get with you. Like, I had a homegirl who was going through DV, and my ass, we were in college at the time. I am trying to fight her linebacker boyfriend at homecoming concert. Like,
wow.
Like, he will annihilate me, and I do not care. Like, I'm like, what's up? Like, we could go right now. I have basketball players like Erica. Get your like, what
get back.
You're actually gonna do,
Erica.
So I couldn't
right.
imagine sitting across from my homegirl, and some man comes and yokes her up, and I'm just gonna sit there like,
Andy. What about Andy being in there? Andy, if I would have jitsued across that restaurant, Zach, who are you talking to, Zach? Get back. And she pregnant?
Okay.
But
yeah.
But see, if you say that, then you also have to say the thing of Andy ain't this girl's friend.
Okay. Yeah. She not.
And Lord, people trying to let me have it about that. You don't understand how friendship works. You are so harsh on Andy. Andy's doing the best that she possibly can. Andy's worried about being cute and toxic.
That's it. That's it.
But it seems like Andy wants Zach to be happy with Fatima.
Okay.
More than she wants Karen to be happy with Aaron or just happy, period. Because she's always, don't worry about that, Fatima. You need to get back with him. Don't say this. He's not like that. You watch this man dog the mess out of your friend. You should even want him for her. What changes have you seen in him that you will want him for your other, if you call Fatima your friend? What changes have you seen in him that you will want him for her either?
And if we want to call a thing, there's a whole scene when you took your ass down to the police station because Gary messed with the man or tried to beat the man up that was trying to come for you, and Zach happened to be at the house when you come crying to Karen, and y'all driving back, and you read Zach every last one.
Yes.
Of his whole facts, of his F-boy facts, and you outline it and itemize it, honey. At what point do you see anything different except for the change in bank account? But I guess that's important because Andy is also a gold digger.
Did you hear her trying to tell Fatima, oh, that's a no-no? When Zach said for one, I ain't really see nothing wrong with him saying he wasn't about to sleep on the couch in his house. I mean,
neither did I.
Sleep on the couch either, but I damn sure ain't. I think she took that too much. Huh?
I do too.
Could have said our house.
I would just take up his and you know what? I don't even do Zach like that. But I think in the moment I would have been like, I ain't gonna sleep on no couch, not in my house. I don't think he meant it to say you don't belong here.
It's not yours.
Yeah, but Fatima was just.
But
Fatima was just on one.
Gave him a chance. She literally repeated it and gave him. And for me, it's like, Zach, you keep striking out, bro. Like, win one of these hoes, fix it. Just change it to ours so we can give you something. Because you literally are like, you have not.
Zach said this me.
It's all strikes.
That's the first time he probably was ever able to say that in his life. So he had to boss up and say it one time. But I don't even think he meant it like that. I think if it was a house that they had bought together, I think he still would have been like, I ain't about to sleep in my house. I ain't sleeping on no couch. For what? But why didn't he just explain to her, like, look, she
just had a melee at a restaurant over your ex. Like,
and Fatima knew.
In all honesty, you lucky that that's all she's saying, because I would have gotten with him. There's no way you were busting ass at a restaurant over your ex, and I'm not.
That's why she was mad. That's why she wanted to leave, because she knew that it wasn't about that picture. She knew that he was pissed when he seen Aaron and Karen having a good time. I think he was pissed when he seen that, and he's saying, okay, she not bothering me, because why didn't he just explain to Fatima, like, she was being nice to me, I was being nice to her, she gave me a hug, and then she like kissed me on my cheek and moved on. Like, so what you see, I do understand from that angle, it might look like we was doing some kissing, but she kissing me on my cheek, my face is facing this way, she over this way. So and him, like, Karen didn't even have time to set that up, because she didn't even know you were coming. And when you came, you immediately went in the room. Y'all,
thank you.
Immediately went in the room, and then it ain't like she was like, go, go. I'll be in there, and then told somebody like, it wasn't like, dog, calm down.
Seriously, I agree with it.
She didn't do it.
She did, and then she called him out on it. She was like, why were you fighting him? You fought him because you were mad at Karen. No, he always talking to me. He always got something to say. That man ain't say nothing to you other than for you to calm down and don't make a scene. That was
He was mad about them letters too. He's still mad too about how Karen expressed herself in those letters, and how she made him feel about his reality, and how she feel about Aaron being everything that she would have ever dreamed of, but she's still not being, and how hurt she is that she just can't accept that and let it be that because of this bum. And I hate to call Zach a bum, and like you said, I tried to give him so much grace, because Zach is fine, but that fine it ain't working. And like you were saying, I missed the part because I was trying to connect that colorism. I said, when is somebody gonna mention it? When? Because it's starting to teeter on that line.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, it's within our community. Like, y'all are perpetuating it. So it's one thing if Tyler is writing in that, leaning towards that, but you are perpetuating that. All of us have control over what we amplify, what we give our voices to, what we give our attention to. And the way that y'all come after me, the way that y'all come after Hustle Queen Lee on our own pages, basically our digital houses, when we ain't bothering y'all's asses, cut it out.
Please.
Cut it out.
I'm scared to start reviewing it. Facebook groups be brutal.
Yeah.
Those Facebook groups be brutal. And I feel like I think they feel that Fatima looks better than Karen. And they feel like Karen is just wrong because they feel, I guess, that Fatima looks better than her. I really think that's what a lot of people, this hate for her comes like, and Zach and Fatima, if you look at it in like a logical term, like they've been knowing each other for a couple weeks. They live together.
5 times. And let me say this real quick too, because I seem to have to always say this. Karen is not showing because she is 4.5.
I am so tired of this. When she gonna have a baby bump? I'm so sick of that.
She's pregnant for real in real life, and like she's supposed to be showing by now. We done went through a whole season. What was last season? Was what, season 4? And what was that? 2 families?
I think it was 2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. I need y'all to grasp, but the show time and the time that we're taking to watch it do not correlate
at all.
Stop posting the comment. I'm tired of seeing it.
Please.
Especially stop posting it as She lied. She ain't even pregnant because where's the baby? You sound dumb, sweet.
What got me is that they, get that test. Get that test. Fatima just told her what to do. Get that test. I bet she ain't gonna get that test. She get that test. The test say, oh, it's this day. Oh, she made that up. She just saying this Zach's because okay, we are saying that she slept with Zach before.
With that too. Because Fatima was like, oh yes, all you have to do, boop, 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 and then she do it, and then you like, well, that ain't.
Well, that's not 100%. Well, when you said it, you act like it was at least 99.
Okay.
Right. Don't try to switch up because it said something you ain't wanted to say.
Okay.
And I was glad she said she didn't even want the baby to be his. I was so glad, and I wish she would have told him when she was there that since you so involved with Fatima and you got so much, emphasis, and she got to be so involved with everything, when this baby come or before the baby come, instead of, we ain't even got to worry about child support because Aaron want to be in the baby life. How about you sign over your rights right now and we can end all this right now? Because I want to see what he would actually do. I think he would look at Fatima and see what she wanted him to do. Because you done bought her a Porsche. You done bought this girl a Porsche. You ain't asked this dancer what's the baby name.
And still ain't seen the baby since she showed up, since Fatima swabbed that baby.
If the baby need a pack of oatmeal, like this dude ain't said nothing about taking care of this baby, seeing this baby, but he's so concerned about how much he gonna have to pay for the baby. And low key, I don't want them to because I think that's just an outrageous amount, but I want them to make him give that girl some of that money. Because you act like you done worked for this. You act like you work for this money.
Okay. And do a damn thing.
Exactly.
You gotta
looked up. You looked up on it like you've been doing all your life. You looked up and hit a lick with Karen, dogged her out completely, got in this girl's pregnant, and they faking pregnancies and you burning her, but they got the nerve to say Karen dogging him out. What pleasantries is she supposed to say to him?
Not a damn one.
How many kind words is you gonna have for your bum dude that do all that stuff to you? Like, who does that? I don't understand it.
He did all this and he was so terrible. Why you ain't leave him? Maybe you.
She did. She did, and nobody said nothing when he was stalking the mess out of her when she tried to move on with Aaron.
Come on.
She tried to move on with Aaron. Look at him busting key. He had Fatima. Didn't he have Fatima drop him off at the hotel?
At the hotel. Have Fatima drop him off at the hotel.
After she hit him with that bike.
Yeah. And then she told him, well, it may be over for her, but it damn sure ain't over for you. And then you have sex with him the day after? Miss me, ma'am. Miss me.
And how they say it's Zach got stabbed for her and all this type of stuff. He wouldn't have got stabbed. Luckily he was there, but he wouldn't have got stabbed if he wouldn't have been stalking her and coming over her house unannounced when she told her to leave her alone.
Ain't nobody, and then my thing was, didn't nobody tell him to show up, and Karen put 4-5 bullets in Bean ass. She didn't need him there. She took care of herself.
I was glad he came through at the moment he did, but
true.
I was supposed to be there.
It's wild that literally Karen and Zach's journeys paralleled each other, but it was when she started doing it that it became outrageous. Him stalking
outrageous.
Her, like, okay.
Outrageous. The fact that he showed up, took that little screwdriver out of his book bag and broke into Aaron's hotel room. There was somebody on my page that actually said, no, he didn't break into her room. He had a key. I said, ma'am,
a key from
get
where?
the hell off. Get the hell off. Get the hell off. Get the hell off my channel. He had a key? Are you serious?
What about this? How about when he broke in the room, Aaron was downtown, right?
Yeah.
But when Karen got pregnant and she said, don't even bother asking because it's yours, quit playing with me.
Right.
he didn't. He went with it. So every time Fatima would say maybe, he would be like, "No, it's mine." But now
Yes,
all of a sudden he switched up. I'm like, what happened to you saying no, it's mine? Like, don't even do that. I'm like, Zach is giving me those men that be with a girl, they have kids together, they take care of the kids, and then when they break up and get with a new girl, and the new girl just want him to be bothered with her and maybe her kids, he gone to dip out and forget about the kids he already got. He is giving me that tea, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I gotta just say this because I get tired of people coming for my baby Aaron about why he ain't seeing them stepkids of his. But I got to call out Calvin because most people forget that Calvin got a son who he loves so much, who we ain't seen Shorty. Calvin has a son. He talked about his son in the first season and the second season. And he got a crazy baby mama. We ain't seen Shorty. So y'all gonna get off my baby Aaron about him not seeing them stepchildren when Calvin got a son.
His stepchildren.
His stepchildren.
Wait a minute. For one, Aaron's wife offed herself in front of Karen. Yes. The mom took those kids because they weren't here. And then the brother tried to ex Karen out. And I don't know if he in jail or not. You think they about to let Aaron see them kids?
Thank you.
What about Gary kids?
What about Gary kids?
What about Gary's kids?
What about he has an autistic child who just wouldn't know how to cope without him being at home? We ain't seen them shorties either. But
he's so busy watching Andy from that telescope. He need to be going over there to watch them kids.
There you go. There you go.
And why Andy peed me off trying to talk that mess to Aaron.
I said, baby, you better watch your tone. Who you talking to? Oh, now you want to talk. Girl,
oh, now you got
get the hell out. Get the hell out. Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, now you got words. I would have said hell, but now you got words to talk about that picture that you didn't want to tell Karen about. Now you got words because you didn't want to betray.
It also begs the question, if you was rolling with, you was not trying to betray Fatima, why you didn't take your ass home? Y'all ain't riding
Thank
together.
you. Thank you.
Karen and Aaron in their car to Karen's house to do this.
Yes.
Why, girl?
Yes. Yes. You need to calm down.
Not even that, but when she said Zach said he was coming, why would you know she's not supposed to be under no stress. Why wouldn't you tell her that so that she can be like, okay, let me call him before he even get here and let him know I ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But you sat there and didn't say nothing, but you told Fatima everything.
Everything.
When Fatima called, you told Fatima, oh yeah, we at this bar. Zach's on his way, and this and that. He got on a green shirt with pink collar. And
I'm positive.
I'm like, what?
Told her everything. Told her everything. And I think
the way
that's what pissed me off with a lot of friends.
If she don't tell what Fatima say, it's just like, girl.
She pisses me off, and I think that
I'm just confused.
Yeah, and I think that with Andy, I hate the fact that she plays this role of I'm so neutral and I don't want to take a side. You've been took a side. You took Fatima's side a long time ago. And I'm just like, well, no, I wouldn't want to betray her. I don't tell her everything. I don't tell you everything. I'm like, Andy, you lying.
Because you all in her business. It's like I said, it's like you are going to be Fatima's maid of honor at the wedding. Like, I just don't like. I don't want her to like be mad at Fatima or nothing like that. But to be encouraging her with Zach the way that she is, knowing how Karen feels, I just don't think that's right. Like, you should not be encouraging this at all.
No.
I just don't.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I believe that she's doing it for Fatima, because I'm really convinced that Andy is a narcissist and she only cares about her.
I believe that.
Pushing the Zach narrative to Fatima, not because she thinks they're actually a good match, but because of how happy she has seen Fatima be, and she wants Fatima to stay in this place.
That's a good point. I can see that too. I can see that.
Something is wrong with Andy. And you done got me thinking. You got these wheels in this motor here thinking because yes. And Gary and since
every girl, she does just enough to keep them where she wants them. There was a whole time where she was enjoying advice and feedback from Danny, and they hadn't had that before. And she was doing whatever she could to keep them in that space. So she wasn't saying when she did talk to Karen because she didn't want Danny to feel like, oh, she had just ran back to what she was doing. Andy is manipulative in that way if she's about self-preservation first, which also helps me, I guess, understand why she's trying to hold on to Gary in this way. It's not because of love.
Because he's a narcissist too.
It is, but she sees something that she wants and or needs from him. So she's going to hold him in the spot that she feels like he's still accessible until she gets whatever the hell it is that she's looking for.
But what is it?
I don't know that.
That's a great point.
Do you think it was a bad idea for Robin? Since I seen Robin in Jasmine Blues, I don't know why he came back to this show looking so sexy. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't even like it. I didn't think he was that attractive. I was like, why Tyler Perry got this man? He don't do it for me. After Jasmine Blues came out, I said, oh, Robin can get it.
Now he's looking like how Fatima was treating him when she first seen him. Like, like now he got like a rugged kind of. I don't know.
You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm with you all the way. I'm with you.
What is it? What happened?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Robin should not have told Gary that the money was in the bank?
100%.
No. No.
You don't need.
And that's what I said in my review. That's what I said in my review. I said the finer Robin gets, the more dumber his decisions are. Yeah, because I don't know why he said that to Gary. I really don't.
Especially when Hayden still, and he know Hayden in on it. When Hayden still is working there. Like I said, if he would have told him that Hayden was fired, but Hayden still. I don't know what that was about. And
it gave me dick measuring contest, honestly, and it's going to be to his own detriment.
He needs to leave Andy alone because I would just be like, Andy, you pathetic. Andy is pathetic because you got smoke for everybody except Gary.
I hate it. But you know what? And shout out to James. James, if you watching this on replay or if you live and you just you lurking and not commented, we were in the DMs talking today, and he literally was like, he don't like to hear when people say Fatima is behaving like Zach's mother and he's the child. But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Can't say anything to it. I don't like to hear Andy being called pathetic, but it's the truth. Hey, I called for her. I think I called her pathetic in one video, and it has been very hard. I have been trying to not do it, but I cannot find any other words to explain the asinine behavior that is coming up off of this soul. Like I just don't understand it. And I did my preview video, and I was so frustrated because KJ looks so good. So you want to look at her, but
gorgeous.
Stupid shit.
She don't look good to me. Her head is too big. I'm sick of her and them big old. I don't know if that's a wig or not. She is cute. She is just cute to me.
In the little teaser where she has this like baby pink lip and this. She's serving. She's serving.
I just can't stand her. Like I said, she just cute to me. She's just cute. I don't know if Andy, like, do you think she playing airhead or is this real airhead? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
That is a great question. That's great.
Jump in the crates and give us some flashbacks to these girls in college. Like, I want to see what happened with the abusive ex. Did they kill this man? What did they do to get rid of this man?
I think they killed him.
Take me back to their college days. Take me back to their mid-20s. Take me back to their late 20s. Because I need more context. Like, Andy is only really giving us airhead and trying to find some boundaries that she's throwing out sporadically here and there, and it's really hard to place it. And without any backstory, I couldn't even tell you.
I want to do is Tyler Perry like this in real life, because I totally agree. And I was saying this last night on Shay Renee's she went live, and I was saying this, like, he thinks that he knows women because he plays Medea, and he do like, I seriously think that he is Medea, and that gives him like some type of woman credit, because the writing on here is horrible. This stuff is it does not make any sense. This stuff with Q and Danny and Sabrina, and what's his Maurice, like, in what world will the FBI believe a guy with a rap sheet like Q's, that two people that clean records set up a bank? Like, and why wouldn't he be on like a victim list why would he even be able to contact them from a jail?
Thank you.
He's the
so they
victim in the robbery. How would he be able to contact that person from a jail?
Yeah.
And Danny, Preston wasn't even gone before a couple hours, if that. Why do you need Q over there? Why do you need somebody at your house with you? What was the point?
The worst part about it is, oh, go ahead.
No, I was so angry. I didn't really care for the scene with her and Sabrina. I felt it could have been whatever. But when she walked out and grabbed that phone, I knew what she was about to do. I said, Lord, she finna call Q. And I was just like, and to me, it's just like the blatant disrespect. You pull down your pants and expose yourself, because I don't want you to think I have any weapons on me. And it's just like the scenarios that Tyler write for Danny is so disheartening for me, because I'm like, she already just went through an attack. She was beat upon and spat upon. This just happened, 2 days ago? And now she got this other random dude who she doesn't even know, and told him, I don't trust you, but I have you in my house. And I'm not against Tyler writing certain things, but he never shows the other side of the coin. He never shows them going to therapy, getting help for what they've experienced. They experience one bad thing after another, and they just act like it never happened. But I was so disgusted with that whole Q and Danny situation.
What was the reason? Tyler Perry, if you want to see Q naked, just do that. We didn't need to, like, it was pointless, because like in real life, even if I invite a guy over to my house, if he strips his clothes down, if you don't get the F up out of here.
Facts.
What sucks about it is, it's like, I hear y'all, and the writing is bad, but it's not set up that way. Like, I feel like there's so many good bones. Like, when I first was introduced to this series, looking at Sabrina and Calvin, and like this metrosexual man, and what do you do, and when surveying and figuring out what you actually comfortable with versus what you're not, and how far you gonna go, like, that to me was a bomb set up for like stuff that we are talking about now. I don't know about y'all, but me and my homegirls have like had conversations, and I'm talking about comfortability. I'm having a conversation of, me personally, I cannot date a bisexual person, but I have a homegirl who feels like she can. And like, that is a conversation now. And that to me is what Sabrina's storyline could have explored, because it's happening in our lives. And Sistas is supposed to be a representation, a little sample of what's going on in Black women's lives. But now we've trivialized them into this random ass cliche of nothingness. No real conversation, no real self-exploration, no real reflection of anything. And that is what makes it bad. But the bones are there. Danny, it's clear. You cannot be alone. Okay, we get it, Tyler Perry, but what are we going to do now? What who cannot be alone, who struggle with self-worth, who don't have any ambitions and don't know where they're going in their life? what do you think they're going to do next? Like, let's move her past this. Because
yes,
the bad writing isn't in the things that have been thrown at them. It's the lack of showing what are the options when you get into this position. Because I'm of the belief, and the reason why I write and direct and I act and I do all those things is because most of the television and films that I have consumed throughout my life have also shaped me, have also taught me. And Sistas is in a very powerful place to help women navigate their womanhood. And he's sitting here wasting hours on hours on hours every single week when he could be doing so much fucking better with it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I agree. No,
that is so true.
I agree with what you said, because I also, even going back to Calvin and Sabrina, I believe it was in season 1 when we found out that Calvin was that his uncles didn't want him to be quote unquote gay, so he got an older woman to do what she did to him that never should have happened. And then that's also when we find out that Sabrina was sexually assaulted as well, I guess when she was a child. And I'm like, that was an opportunity to explore that. So I do agree with you. There are a lot of bones that Tyler write, but he'll throw them out and then crush them without exploring that particular narrative. So now we just have these women thrown in all these different type of predicaments to create drama. But it's like, how can you actually help or better your audience? How can you give people something to hold on to? And it's like, drama, don't nobody really care about that anymore. Like, we've seen this from 1 season to season 4. Now we're in season 5 and he's literally doing the same exact thing. It's like, when are you actually going to show Black women in an uplifting way, in a better light, to say, yeah, we make some wrong decisions at times, and yes, we don't always do the right thing, but we're still better than what he demonstrates.
Exactly, because it's still giving male perspective of what they think about us.
Necessarily like, oh, nothing bad ever happens to us. It's like,
right,
persevere.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Guess what? I dated a Zach and I came out better for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but a lot of women that date Zachs, this like the whole thing with the stock stuff, even like it kind of remind me like the Acrimony, that movie Acrimony that he did. How the guy just dogged the lady and stuff like that, and then when he got on, he finally sold his thing, and then he got on, then he came and brought her the check. That money, that's white with Zach, came and gave Karen back. How you know how much you owe her? Because you can't get her back her time she wasted on your sorry ass. You can't get her none of those things back. You can't give her back those hurt feelings. You can't get her back them antibiotic treatments that she probably couldn't drink and wanted to drink, but couldn't drink because she was on antibiotics from you burning her. So it's a lot of things that, like, you... And that's like to me, that's something that men like think like, yeah, I'm gonna throw her a few dollars and everything gonna be okay.
And
no,
honestly,
it's not.
I just ate that shit up. The way that
yes.
Why is Karen still? Why is he paid her back? Why
he didn't pay her back? He can't pay her back for the heartache he done caused her.
The damn bank, take it to his goddamn doorstep and burn that shit and piss on it. Do you understand? All $76,000, I will burn it.
Okay.
And then burn the damn house with his ass in it, because it was never about the money. Are you
right? It wasn't about the money. So you can't pay me back in nothing tangible for all the time that I wasted. You can never give me that back. You can't give me that back. You took something from me that you can't give me back.
And the only way you can actually start to atone for it is by being accountable to it.
And understanding me and giving me my time to grieve this relationship being over.
That's it. That's the way through. Y'all
absolutely
buy a ticket. Guess what? Money don't buy everything, babes. It don't.
It does not.
No, I don't know. So do you think Q is going to be living with Danny? I cannot. You know what?
No,
I cannot wait.
So
I cannot wait until Danny find out that Q is everything she teased Calvin about. I can't wait.
Oh,
I didn't think about that.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
I can't wait until she see that. Until she find I cannot wait till when she find that out. I want her to find that out so she can see how she's made him and Sabrina feel about all that stuff. And he's actually doing it with the man for money.
I totally forgot about that.
That's a great point. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Because it's one thing for him to be the part that the thing that put her in jail, but you had so much to say.
Yep. You're gonna right when you find out that he is everything that you tease Calvin about. Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah. Danny is like at this point, I'm like, Tyler, can she just hit rock bottom already? Because I'm tired. I am
please. Dating, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't. That whole setup does not even make sense, because to me, it would have made sense if when Preston was like, what is going on? Like, talk to me. If she would have just broke down and been vulnerable with him instead of keep pushing him away, because like you said, obviously you can't be by yourself. Most women that can't be by themselves, if somebody asks them to marry them, they already is on the way to the chapel before they finish the question. So I didn't get that piece. Like, you don't want to marry him. And why the hell don't Preston ever work when he go over Danny's house?
I don't know. I said it in my review, and he was like, Danny, there is nothing out there. I see it every day. I said, where do you go to see something every day? You don't do nothing. You literally stay in the house. Where you going? Where do you see these mismanaged relationships? Because you don't be on the farm. So
how do you get around on a tractor, a horse? Like, what? How do you get around town? I don't even see him.
Flying back home to your hometown every other day. Like,
that seems to get far away.
If
I'm done with Preston.
She need to break down with somebody, because I'm tired. She's like holding this. I'm like, all right, Tyler, we get it, but like, get to the point.
Yeah,
and it is making her look silly.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't even want her with Preston.
The actress who plays her is like going hard for her character.
She goes hard.
That's what you.
Manana goes hard.
So the writing ain't backing you up, babe.
No.
Who do you want to see her with, Hustle?
Huh?
Or you don't want to see her? Why you don't want to see her with Preston?
Okay. This is my thing with Preston, right? I've been looking at Preston sideways ever since his quote-unquote cousin picture came out his wallet.
Oh, no.
I've been... That was the phone call and the emotional manipulation. If you don't marry me, I'm going to go marry this other chick. Then you need to go marry that other chick. Because what's her name? Sandy? Bambi? Whatever her name was. That's who I'm going to need you to go marry, sir. I need you to go marry. And then when he comes back, you have this ring. I want you to marry me. What I got to do to make you love me? How about don't ghost me when you don't get your way? How about stop running out every time we have a misunderstanding? How about stop breaking into my house and I've only known you for 3 days? So I think there's a lot of things.
Take me on a date. Why in the hell?
On a date.
She puts him out.
But he used to break in her house, though. He did, but he used to break in.
None of them
I'm gonna need
go on dates.
This thing that pisses me off about Preston. I know you work on the farm. Stop bringing me these darn steaks, these cattles. I need you to
turn them down. I wouldn't turn them down.
I ain't turning down no steak. I ain't turning down no steak. I ain't turning down no steak.
Might be.
But the way it's like, what do I gotta do to get you to love me? Sir, get to know me and date. Like, we literally went from the storyline of you not knowing how to date Black women to marry me with nothing in between. What?
But I mean, also, Danny, like, why don't you be wanting him to leave your home?
And I know why recently. He didn't want it recently because of Jonah.
Yeah.
That was why.
So you think that's why she wanted at least to have Q over there? What if Q said Jonah beat the hell out of him the way he was beat up? And why he ain't limping no more? because it's the same day.
I don't think she invited Q over for that reason.
The next day.
That's why she had Preston there. I feel like she invited Q over to try to get over Preston. Or forget about whatever, because when Sabrina started bringing up, well, what's going on with you, girl? And I was just like, no, Sabrina, we don't need to go there. Ain't shit going on with her. Trust. Yeah. She just started to like change the subject because she don't want to go down the road of talking about Preston, and then she made a call. So I feel like Preston was to deal with Jonah, and now Q was to deal with Preston.
If Bayou would have told Sabrina yes to that $1 million, I would have tore my damn TV out of this damn wall.
I actually thought he was.
Now he might change his mind based on the preview I saw. Based on that upcoming preview, he might have a change of heart.
I wouldn't do it, especially after she said, you know, he was like, you want to do something or whatever, and she was like, no. Sabrina, you couldn't play it off like you were gonna kick it with the dude after you done asked him felt so comfortable to ask him for $1 million. You got time, but then now all of a sudden he said no, which you should expect. Okay. And then you want to talk about I think it's time for you to go. What? I wouldn't give her nothing. Why is she so pressed to get Maurice out? Like she really did it.
I don't think she think that. I think because she don't want to go back, because by having Maurice there and Maurice signing off and saying,
oh, he'll sign that paperwork.
Well, they have to. I still don't even understand that, because Andy, if you know that this prosecutor got this bias against you and is taking it out on them, ain't that misconduct?
Yes. Why haven't we taken our attorney asses?
Andy, aren't you a lawyer? You use that melon head for something.
Oh no.
I don't like her.
Man.
I
support that.
Oh, that threw me. I'm just tripping off the fact that they're actually in jail and no money was taken from the bank.
You said that in your, I think, breakdown.
Yeah, no money was taken from the bank.
But in that,
Sabrina, the cellmate is a plant. Because
that's a plant. Yeah, that's the plant. Yeah.
You get put in the same cell as him by the same prosecutor, and you just happen to tell him, "Oh yeah, I'm in here because I've been in here a year because I ain't been able to make bail this entire time."
Yeah. And then parts of Maurice's case.
Offense.
Yeah.
But how was the case so strong for them not to even be able to get bail and all this type of stuff when Sabrina called the police?
Thank you. And set off the alarm.
She was in on it.
Okay.
Y'all basically had a standoff in there. So if she was in on it, what was her end game?
Right.
And thank you. And where's the footage?
Where the hell is
Logan? The bank.
Yeah. Where's the footage of the bank? Y'all would have seen the people who had the guns. Where's the footage? I'm lost.
And where's the other guys that was with Q robbing the bank?
Thank you.
And where's Logan at? Because he's the one who substantiated this bull.
Yes.
And then got him a job at TSA.
Well, I think he's a baggage handler. But he not exactly what Zach was. I think he's like a baggage handler.
Yeah.
If you work in the Bixby in the airport, do you know what type of background checks they run?
That's true.
Rob the bank. And he working at TSA, Tyler Perry. I'm at, oh no. Like, Tyler, I know you know this don't make no sense.
Chelsea, come on now.
That is hilarious.
Like the security checks that they run on you for anything, and he's working at the airport.
I mean, well, Zach was there. running them up on parole
again. And wasn't he in there for like drug trafficking or something like that? And you were working at an airport, a federal.
Yes.
Where planes come and this close to the port of Miami, back. and what's going on with Zach in this case and this money? Where did lady go?
Oh, the white lady?
I have no idea where Heather is.
Oh, Heather. Oh, okay. I'm sure she'll be popping up soon.
Okay, so if they put Angela on Sistas, for one, they just switched Jake. They just switched Jake up to a whole nother person. Like, we wasn't gonna notice.
Got booked on something else. I actually tried to get an interview with him so he can talk about it, but I think he's moved on to greener pastures and he don't want nothing to do with Tyler Perry land. He's on a show that's on CBS right now.
Okay.
Series regular, and it looks great. I think his last name is Bernard. Yeah.
The Jake from Sistas or the Jake from Sistas? Because he's not even on this season at all.
At all. And they haven't even brought Bryce over, so
right.
We're not gonna see Bryce again until the team of season 2.
Did you see how Angela told that guy? He was like, I'm calling the police. She's like, call me.
With Angela. Like, I want Tyler Perry to be for real and give Angela a real storyline.
Please give her a real storyline. Please.
Nzinga is great, but this whole comedic relief one time backstabbing friend, like, we're gonna tell a story of the girl who is miserable now because her man is gay and she ain't know, and she wants to make her friend miserable, and then tell that story. If we're gonna tell the girl who's like trying to navigate supporting her friend, but she don't like her friend man, then tell that story. But like having that call me, I was just like,
y'all, especially after all of that happened, and even the way the guy was acting, like straightening his jacket up, but when she said, call me,
it's like, Tyler, you were doing so well. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Who do y'all think won the fight, or do you think it was even?
I think it was even. What you say?
But I wanted Aaron to whoop his ass. Like, I wanted that to put a nice
I want Zach to get his footing back. I wanted Aaron to put that thing on him for a minute. Because he needs it. Like, you got all this vitriol toward him. That boy ain't done nothing to you.
Nothing.
Karen, what are you mad at him about? But you don't want Karen to be mad at Fatima or have no attitude toward Fatima. But you have all this, even though he seen him in the gym. He was like, hey Fatima, don't do that. Don't do that. Speak.
Yeah.
Zach. Yeah. You see, that's what if I was Fatima, I would leave him alone, because you clearly still have feelings for this girl. And Fatima, you shouldn't have even took him that serious, because you know how it is. So you know he still got feelings for this girl, and y'all moving this fast and stuff like that. So it's too much. It's too much. I want her to move on. And Fatima, I kind of hope she get with that other guy.
Let me tell you how the Lord works in mysterious ways, because the way that I saw him on House of Vicious with Tammy Roman, it's a messy mess, but it's good. Like, they do their thing. Tammy do her thing on that show.
I need to watch that.
I can't root for him because he ain't shit. I can't like him because he ain't shit.
But that's a whole.
And then he comes on the show, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Blue collar worker now.
Yeah.
What is the plot universe? Yeah. I am 100% here for Fatima looking at least, because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Part of it is like, Zach, you're gonna have to grow the hell up, sir.
Period.
You are with a very fine woman, and in all honesty, when we talk about people doing the work, a lot of times we want to say do the work on your own, but a lot of times the work comes from you being put in situations and you dealing with it the way that you should deal with it. And when you don't, then you get lumped up and then you get presented with it again, and then you got to make a decision to do something different. This is Zach's opportunity to do something damn different. What you gonna do?
Because I'm not feeling how people is like, they want him to have so much of a break. He did have a damn break. Getting the money. Do right with it.
Thank you. I get so sick of that. Can Zach get a break? I just want Zach. I have it all the time. All the time.
House for years.
All the time in my comments. Can Zach and Fatima be happy? I said, can they all be happy? Why should Zach and Fatima be the only people happy on this show? Tyler mess with everybody. Remember, y'all, I'm like, y'all the same ones that were saying, oh, we only watch Sistas for Zach and Fatima. Well, now you getting more of them. Now they getting on your nerves. Pick a side. Just like you said earlier, what you want? You want the words, you want a mush, or you want the mouth? You want Karen to cuss him out, or you want Fatima to hit him? Which one you want?
I was surprised he didn't grab Fatima's hand when she mushed him.
Me too.
Because he was in her face. He was all up in her face.
Yeah.
Huh?
We had no reaction at all.
I've done that before, and that was dangerous.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's almost like that's almost like spitting on a guy to put your hand in their face like that, or to grab their face. Yeah. Ooh, Erica, you used to be a firecracker, didn't you? my mouth just vicious. My mouth just vicious. Like I get so reckless and disrespectful with my mouth, but I tell everybody, like on my channel, like it's on the phone. Text and we could argue over the phone. I ain't arguing in person.
Oh, see, Erica is the pull-up queen.
Oh no,
But I'm and we gonna do this.
I can't fight no men, Erica.
Not even about fighting, but if I got some on my chest, your mama house, your sister house, your cousin house, your homeboy house, I don't care. I'm the pull-up queen. I ain't gonna do it over the phone, but for so much. It's only gonna be but so many text messages. It's only gonna be but so many calls, and then I'm gonna at the front door.
I can't do it. No, I gotta do it over the phone, because the stuff I say, if I'm in front of them, they gonna get a hold of me, and I'm gonna need a bulletproof vest to get them up off my system. It's going down. If I say the stuff that I say to men in person, it baby. Okay, so no, I gotta do it over the phone. Like, yeah, we can talk crap all over the phone, because I don't put my hand on men because I don't want them to touch me back. But if we talking, even if we in each other's face, if that happens, and I get real flip at the mouth, and you don't put your hands on me, because I'm not. You keep talking. But I know the stuff that I say can, the end result can be physical. So, and sometimes, the guys I deal with, some of them, they not saints. So, I like I said, I keep the conversation over the phone. Okay.
So with your slick mouth, right? If you don't
very
mind
slick.
Asking, what do you feel like is the thing that takes you there? Do you feel like you ever do it unprovoked or unwarranted? And if so, what does that look like? And if not, then what do you think are the things that
usually what flips me from 0 to 100 or 1,000 is if I feel like you trying to disrespect me. If I feel like you are trying to disrespect me or make me feel stupid or trying to belittle me or something like that, who? Your mama stupid. That's who's stupid. Okay, let's do all this. So that's what I feel like. It's the disrespect. If I feel like I'm disrespected, if I do it unprovoked, sometimes I do it. I don't get as bad when I just do it like when it's unprovoked. I might just mess with somebody just so I can see how far I might take it. If I I give guys a disclaimer that I tell them about my mouth. It gets reckless. If you let me like get buck with you and be talking to you any kind of way crazy, it's not going to get better. Like, it's just going to progress. So you better nip it in the bud. Because I've had guys be like, who are you talking to? Like, no, don't do that. Like, we don't talk to each other like that. I ain't talking to you like that. Don't talk to me like that. And that be that. And that be our boundary and our respect level right there. But if you keep letting me get smart with you and get smart with you, I'm going to keep taking it to how far I can go with it. And then, you know, that's how I be.
What about you?
I'm a little off. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like being single.
This is self-awareness for you, for me. What about you?
I am one of those people where I don't like conflict, but I don't run from it either. I'm more so where if I recognize we're gonna have a problem, I gotta nip it in the bud then. I typically try to talk to people like this, like, you know, I noticed when I asked you about such and such, you kind of ignore me. You wanna, you know what I'm saying, explain. So I kind of start there. Okay. And then, you know, we just go. But I tend to, I'm one of those people, like, I tend to take a lot. I'm like the calm before the storm. But it's a storm that you see brewing. It's not a storm that just come out of nowhere. Gotcha. So I'm very, I communicate well. And if I feel a way, I express it immediately. Because I'm like, I don't want it to fester. I don't want to be looking at you sideways. So let's deal with it now. And dealing with men, that's not always beneficial for them. Because they may not see, well, it's a problem for you, but it may not be an issue for them. But if I'm telling you, hey, I see something, and if we don't deal with this now, it's going to be a problem later. So I'm more so that person. I haven't pulled up on anybody. I'm trying to think. I haven't pulled up on anybody, but my mouth is reckless. And because my mouth is reckless, I try to, you know, talk before it gets there. But I got a smart ass mouth. I'm very sarcastic. And it comes out without me being provoked. I try not to do it as much, but it's like, it's innate. It is me. To be Alicia is to be sarcastic. I don't do it to be malicious, but I can go that route too. But I'm very calm. Like, I'm a very calm, chill person.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In my 20s, I was much more like feisty right out the gate. If I did something unprovoked, it's because it's some like residual stuff and I feel neglected or want attention. So those are pretty much the only times where I would really use my evil tendencies or actually being provoked. And yeah, if I get into an argument with you, well, in my 20s, if I got into an argument with you, I am trying to end you. Like, I want you to feel like the worst thing ever walking for me. So, like, that's the type of stuff that I would be like. I would be saying stuff that would just make you contemplate your whole existence.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Now, I have a buildup. I have a lot more language now, so I can articulate myself and how I feel really well. But it's only but so much, depending on the level of care I have for the person. Like, the amount of love is directly proportional to like how much space you have to consistently misunderstand me.
Yeah.
Because once I reach the threshold of I feel like you're like purposefully misunderstanding me, or you're just not getting it. Now that I'm putting all this effort, now I must end you, and then that's it. So
gotcha.
That's me. I just thought I asked that because, like, for that to be the Achilles heel of the Karen character, so many people online make it seem like it's unreasonable for women to express themselves in a way that we have seen her express themselves. And I'm like, well, I've grown up like this. Like, I've done it. My homegirls have done it. My mama and her no good man, she done it with them. Like, it's a thing. Like, what y'all not gonna do was play like this girl just came out of nowhere from fucking Mars, and now she's the worst person in the world for telling this man he a hoe and he raggedy when he being a hoe and raggedy.
The same
when he been a hoe,
but the same ones that saying that would do worse.
What'd you say?
The same ones that saying that would do worse. They would be doing worse. They would be busting the windows out of that car. I mean, that house, car, Fatima car, go up to the office, bust the window out of our office windows, all that stuff, all of that stuff. They not about to sit there and watch him giggle and cackle with nobody else and be all happy and stuff. And now you sitting here pregnant and don't want the man that you with because you want him back. And they wouldn't do all that. I don't know. But Hustle, I'm with you on that. I'm very blunt, and I like to nip stuff in the bud. And a lot of guys take that as you nagging or like, oh my God, can it ever be? No, can you ever stop doing this? I'm letting you know right now, because if you do it again, it's not gonna be delivered in this way.
Right. Yeah.
It's your warning shot.
It's your warning. It's your warning. But I love the fact, and it's like a hit and miss, because I do love the fact that Tyler, I honestly believe, for me, Ebony is the best actress on this show. She's the best performer on this show, hands down. I think that because a lot of people don't like her, the performances that she has given, like the range that we have seen from her character, has truly been, like, to me, like a blessing to watch. A lot of the other characters, they're the same every week. But with her, and I think he knows the strength that he has in her as an actress, so he's able to take her to certain levels that we don't see any other character on this show get to experience. And so even to the point that you made up about how, like, we're not going to act like she does have the, what's the word I want to look for? She does have the right to express herself. Even when she told Fatima, like, I know I be shady sometimes, but, you know, even when I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, I do it.
I loved it.
And
when she said, like, I love her. Like, when she was like, she cool.
Yeah, she cool. Yeah.
I love it. Because we do not say that out loud all the time. And that is literally what we thinking and what we feeling. We have gotten a blessing by way of the Karen character. And people are squandering it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The amount of insight people could gain into the psyche of Black women going through specific things like this, and y'all too busy hating her to pick up the damn gems that she's putting down. The amount of times Ebony has had me in my damn house boo-hooing because she has just put her whole heart and soul into what this character is feeling.
Them letters had me in here sick, okay? And I was so with you when, Fatima, you should have set this one out, because I really wanted Zach to say how he really felt, even if he would have asked Aaron to step out, because he didn't want to talk about it in front of Aaron. Even if he would have did that, and it would have just been Karen, him, and, you know, her mom or something like that, and he actually get out what I think they could have had a resolve right then and there. But I think Fatima coming made it so much worse, and Zach's whole attitude, I did not like it.
Yeah. He picked back up his bravado for sure.
He wasn't like that before. He wasn't like that before she came. And she was his crutch when he came.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this has been quite lovely.
It has.
Great not talking into the mic in the ether and just waiting to see the comments after, but being able to have a dialogue. I appreciate y'all joining me today. Wait, when Tay Talk, that's your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta look it up too.
What is it?
When Tay Talk.
When Tay Talk.
I don't review sisters. Like, I'm into, like, the love and marriage thing. And like, even like when I try to do other shows, they be like, no, love and marriage. So I'm trying to, you know, go off, even like it's off season, but that show has so much drama on social media that, you know, you still get to do content and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm fairly new and stuff like that, but I do enjoy, like, people's sisters content, and I'm trying to, you know, like, get into other sectors and shows and stuff like that, but I don't be wanting to do them, because if y'all not gonna watch them, I'm like, this stuff be taking time, and I work full time too. So yeah, so that's it.
Well, I would say this: do the stuff that really resonates with you, because the audience will come. Like, I blew up off of, like, all American content, and it came out of nowhere. It was 1 minute nobody was watching my videos, and then all of a sudden everybody was watching it. And I came on to doing Sistas really, really late. Like, I remember there's a really big YouTuber who I will not speak of anymore because he's a misogynist.
I know who you're talking about. I used to watch him too.
I'm not really.
That's why I found you through that one. And I was like, now he's starting to get on my damn nerves because.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw like him and then others, and I'm like, damn, like this is not the place to start. Like, don't have these conversations because it's already saturated. But one thing that I quickly realized is like nobody was having my perspective. And even it hasn't been until Hustle that I've actually seen anybody sound anywhere close to like me. And that's not to like dig at you or anything.
Oh, no. Yeah, I get it.
Thought process.
Yeah.
Like, she's the only one that I have seen.
You know who do one that have us that separates the perspective like this? Bondi Blue. She used to do. I don't think she do Sistas no more, but she used to do it, and she will give it to Zach too. Yeah, she would give that perspective about Karen too, even though she liked Fatima and all that type of stuff. And like I think that we all like Fatima and stuff like that. And like I said, I like Zach, but like I said earlier in this season, I told my friend I can't do it with Zach no more. I can't give him no more grace. Like I cannot. Like he just giving
so do it. I say do it. Basically, I say
okay.
It is a lot, so I'm not knocking that. Like even me and doing this full time, it's a fucking lot. I'm like struggling every day. But I say do it because it doesn't matter who else is out there. Like you are you, and I have shows now, like I'm staying in Harlem, love Harlem, and that's like probably my least performing content right now. But people will catch on and people will catch up. The same thing happened with like a lot of my power content. Like I really stick with the stuff that I'm really, really into because at the bare minimum, I enjoyed talking about it or I was going to talk about it regardless. You get what I'm saying?
My God. Your P Valley reviews used to have me in tears. Like I used to cry on your reviews. I used to be with what was the guy that off to self and
yeah, I can't think of his name.
Big T, right?
Big T.
Yeah.
Big T.
Yeah.
Oh my, baby, them. I just be like, oh my God, when is she coming on? When is she coming on? When is she coming on? Like I got it. Like Teague or something like that.
Too. This second season, those took off for me too. And the crazy thing is, I didn't think that they would because I was really approaching it from like the many points of myself, like as a director, as a writer. Like I was speaking to so many of the like, but did y'all catch the light coming through there in this illuminate?
Baby, girl, where did you come from? Like, how do you see? Like, I was, I tell people all the time, like, if it's not like important to me or something like that, like, I don't be thinking about it. I don't pay attention to it. But I was like, oh, that's what that means. Oh my God, I didn't make that association. Oh my God, like, yeah, it was. And then like you had a little music, and then your voice go high and low and different. I'm like.
And honestly, I was recording some of those, and there were times where I was really emotional while recording it, and I let that ride too. So like, you gotta go with like what you really feel because there will be an audience that resonates.
Thank you.
I thank y'all so much for joining me. We got to do this again.
Yes, so. Definitely. Okay, well, thank you so much. And I'm Wente Talk on here, so whenever you need me, just get in that inbox. Nice meeting you, Hustle.
You too. I'm about to go subscribe to your page now.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Hustle, thank you so much for joining me.
No problem. I enjoyed myself.
Okay. Hey, anything I can do to support you, just let me know.
I will.
Y'all head over to her channel. It's pinned in the YouTube comments right now at the top. Give her a subscribe. She's breaking down Sistas. What else you break down?
I started doing All American Homecoming. And I think I'm 2 episodes behind because Mondays normally my day. I go to bed early on Mondays, but I need to make up for those those two that I missed.
Episodes?
I have not seen the episodes. I've seen bits and pieces, but I do listen to your reviews of the show and your lives and stuff like that. You have me rolling. I did not finish the one with Billy. Well, Homecoming. I didn't finish that, but yeah, I definitely listen to you and I read the comments from your people, and but yeah, that's so there. Whoa, people be in.
I mean,
the
All-American audience is a wild one. I think now is a great time to jump in. Homecoming pissed me off this week, but that's me personally.
Yeah.
I think you missed the big brunt. Like I think I struggled the most with my content in season 3 when it was all centered around Olivia and I was criticizing the things that was like. Mm-hmm. I got death threats. I got so much stuff behind that content. But now I think we're in a place where they're not the same show. So like
no, that's why like All American, like I prefer Homecoming over the regular show. Like, I watch All American. And I'm like, okay, if I miss it, I miss it. But Homecoming, I actually really enjoy because I went to a HBCU, so it gives me that nostalgic feeling. I remember when that happened. I experienced that. Like, so it's very relatable. But All American, I have lost interest. It's definitely a different show. It's definitely a different show.
See what you think about this week's Homecoming because they tried it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to catch up. I'm gonna have to catch up. Woo!
Well, enjoy the rest of your family reunion.
You too. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for joining me on this Sistas Live after show. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am so grateful for the guests that I have and their perspectives. I'm going to be going through the chat on YouTube because I wasn't able to be in there as much as I would have wanted to. But y'all have been like chatting away and I want to try to like see some things that y'all said so I can maybe incorporate it into other videos and discuss further. I appreciate y'all for showing me so much love and support and sticking around. I'm glad that y'all are enjoying the content. Be sure to check out Hustle Queen Lee at Hustle Queen Lee here, as well as on the YouTube channel. The comment is still pinned with the link to her YouTube channel. And then also check out Wednesday Talk on YouTube as well. We come with all the commentary goodness, okay? Give this video a like. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. I'm also going to go live this weekend, I think, probably Saturday, about Harlem. Y'all, we gotta talk about Harlem. I'm gonna need y'all to get on it because if you're watching Sistas, there's no way in hell you shouldn't be watching Harlem. I said it. New episodes is gonna drop at midnight and I'm gonna need y'all to catch up so we can talk about it. I love you so much. See you.